Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you today, without further ado, to the podcast of a millennium once again. Cultural Fusion! Okay, today, man, I have in the studio, as Dr. Steve said, the studio is buzzing. Of course, we're going to have a lot of discussion today about women, and it's buzzing as well. And I have in the studio with me, and you all know, the queen, irresistible, number one, champion. It's Women's Month. We need to give a lot of hype, a lot of, ginger and the rest, I don't know, you can call the woman the world. Yeah. I present to you Dr. Thandokazi.
Oh my gosh. I love it, Bishop. Thank you for the warm welcome and the showering. I really love it. Keep it coming. Yeah. Of course, today I want to say thank you for everyone for tuning in. We want to thank you for our viewers, to our listeners, to everyone at home. We say to you, bon dia, depending on your geographical location. So we want to say hello, bon dia, good. How do you say? Botada, bonoit, depending on where you are, and of course to my people in Mzansi, it's Sanbona. Yeah. Thank you very much. And of course, we are today. We're discussing a very important topic, and we're celebrating women. Of course, this thing would not be possible if we were actually doing it alone. We have Dr. Ojo in the studio.
Hello, everyone. We are all welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Ojo. Okay, just to not to keep everyone in suspense of what we're talking about today. Today we're talking about modern women.
Modern women.
So, of course, in my own understanding, I do believe that a modern woman would be described based on one's perspectives, on one's lenses. And of course, as we are all from various geographical regions and cultures and everything, so my definition of a modern woman would actually be different from any of you guys. So, Dr. Ojo, please, what is your understanding of a modern woman?
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, just like you said, we are to define who a modern woman is. We need to look at the context. Just like you said, our cultural background, because it differs from one area to another.
Yeah.
I want to speak in respect of my own background, which is Nigeria. And when you talk about a modern woman, a modern woman is said to be someone who is who combines the home front with the career.
Yeah. Okay.
In the olden days, most of our women stay at home.
Yeah.
All they do is to just take care of the husband and the children.
Yeah.
But as things are evolving, we see that women are not supposed to really stay at home. They can also do something. They can also assist the husband and also be somebody in life. And thank God this has really made females to also be in special position today. For instance, from school, there are some scholarships that are meant for females, and there are so many researches that have been conducted that compared ladies with males with females. In the aspect of performances, academic performance. There is nothing that says it's only the man that can excel academically and in all facets of life.
Okay, Doc, you said something very, very, very interesting. You said that there is now scholarships for women. Why do you think that there are like programs specifically targeting women in education sector, commercially, everywhere? Why is that?
Okay, thank you very much. This is just to prove that both males and females can perform very well academically.
Okay.
You know, in my own country, women are not, or in the olden days, they are not allowed to go to school.
Yeah.
People send males to school because of their beliefs that males will end up in the kitchen, in their husband's house, and all they will need to do, females will end in their husband's houses, and what they will need to do is just to take care of the home and rear children.
I suppose that should be the African culture in general, because where I come from as well is that historically women, they were also not sent to school because they're going to get married. So they're going to go and work for another family, while men are perceived to be the home growers, I suppose, that they're going to get a wife and bring that person to come here and actually have children in that aspect. So I do agree with you. That I see the similarity between Nigeria and South Africa, because that's how we also coming from. Not to interject, please.
Okay. Thank you very much. So as time goes on, there were so many speculations about sending women to school, and if we ask some of our mothers that had the opportunities to go to school, we asked them, they just went to school by chance. Some of them went to school through scholarships. Some of them went to school by chance and they did well. And even that time, they were stereotyped to a particular profession. It's another ball game, because females are all over.
So, Doc, just to get back quickly to our question, is that to what we were to our discussion. So, in my understanding, you're saying that perhaps these scholarships that are actually designed specifically to women. So, are you saying that they are there to actually attract more women to various fields and to push them into becoming modern women? Is that my understanding?
That is part of it. But the aim is to inform people. You know, when you have statistics that shows that females also do well in school academically. The fathers will be encouraged to send their girls to school.
Okay.
For instance, I know of a popular one, Carnegie scholarship. It's all over. It's in OAU. Any woman and lady, you know, gets the scholarship once once she gets a particular score. So that is true, and they take statistics every year. You know,
nice.
They take the stats per department, the number of females, the number of males, the number of their grades.
So now, does that mean that governments across are trying to ensure that women are pushed into relevant careers or to becoming more of a modern woman?
Yes.
Because now, in your definition of a modern woman, if I got you correctly, you said a modern woman is a person that would balance work, life, and family life, right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay. But then now, let's go. Let me take you back quickly. This is now our definition. That's your definition and your understanding, right? But then now we have the issues of social media that shows that women, they must do the nails, their hair, slaying, not taking care of family, but then they would have like a helper in the house and not touch anything in the house because now they are working and all of that. So social media now portrays that this is a modern woman is that girl that is gonna do the makeup on, the hair on, and be slaying and all of that. What are your views into that?
Well, thank you very much. I'm not saying I'm hearing that for the first time, but I cannot really categorize those ones as more than women.
Of how? Why?
That is another. That should be in another category.
Why?
Yes, because are they really more than? Or
yes, they're doing the hairs, the nails,
all the way,
good,
all the way that
slaying.
the world is tilting now.
Yeah.
Because even as a woman, as a lady, when you go to school, you are supposed to learn some virtues at home.
Yeah.
Even the males.
Yeah.
In Africa, in Nigeria, for instance, now, as a child goes to school, as he or she learns rudiments of reading and learning, you know, this is how it works. When a child is born,
yes,
and is expected to be in school,
yes,
the curriculum in the school is supposed to be what the society wants. Because you push a child into a school for a particular period of time,
yes,
maybe from primary to the university. That is like 6 plus 6, 12, like 18 years.
18 years.
You expect the child, after leaving school, to be integrated back into the society.
yes.
And what is expected is that those years the child must have spent in the school must have prepared the child for smooth integration to the society, meaning that the values of the society are supposed to be embedded in the curriculum.
Are they embedded in the curriculum?
That's how curriculum are designed.
And those the values now, for example, you said that a woman's role is to nurture the home, right?
Yes.
So it is cooking, it is cleaning, it is making sure that the whole family structure is well taken care of, while at the same time you balance it with your career, right?
Yes.
But then now, the values, the cookings, the making of the bed, the cleaning, are those taught in school or they are taught at home?
They should be taught at home. You allow me to complete what I'm trying to say.
Okay, thank you. So my apologies.
So in the course of training the child in the school,
yes,
in the course of doing that, the child is expected to learn some things in school,
yes,
and also balance it with
home,
with what he or she learns at home.
Yes.
So
yes.
he puts the child puts the two together.
Yes.
Either you're a male or a female.
Yeah, true.
And when that child, if the child is a female, supposed to know that there's some things that the parents are supposed to, inculcate in that child.
Yeah.
As a female, just like when we were growing up, they made us to know when you make mistake, they tell you no, you must be a good mother. You don't do this because you're supposed to be a good wife. So as you are growing up, these are the things you learn, that I'm a woman. In the future, I'm supposed to be a mother. Just for instance, now, the way we sit. You can't just sit anyhow. Sit anyhow.
I do. I think I've just done.
You know, when you now squeeze your face, they tell you are a woman.
Yeah.
You can't just go out and sit anyhow.
Yeah.
Those are the type of the kind of training that should be
embedded in the curriculum in
any
schools.
child,
yeah.
both in school and at home.
Yeah.
So by the time the child leaves the school, he should be able to integrate well back into the society.
Yes.
And must have been furnished with the virtues, the values, and the norms of the society.
Okay.
So in that case, that is where the child will be well granted and will be well accepted.
Yeah.
But what you said, I'm not thinking that those kind of women are well integrated. I don't think so. Meaning something is wrong from home, and the school too is getting it wrong. I don't know, maybe, or can we say those category of women are not educated? I don't want to believe some of them are educated. Check them up in school. There are different schools now where things will be done for the child. For instance, in private universities where there will be people that will come and take care of their homes.
Yes, they clean their houses,
cleaners and all that. So where are we getting it? That means we have deviated from our virtues, from our values, because women are supposed to be homemakers. So if you don't know how to sweep, how to cook, how will you
but
keep
if
your
I
home?
can employ someone to come and sweep for me, haven't I swept?
That's yes. We are now looking for ways to maybe to solving the problem we have created by ourselves. You may feel, I mean, I don't know how they put the nails that you talk about. If a woman knows that, if a woman cherishes her home, you will not go and feel that nails.
Oh no, I think you're definitely wrong. I'm actually from South Africa, and in a sense that beauty, it's what actually defines a woman. Okay. Taking care of yourself, putting on the nails, putting on the lashes, the eyebrows, the hair. It makes you feel good.
What of the inner beauty?
The inner beauty is also there. Okay. It makes you feel good. Okay. When you feel good, then you do good. Okay. You see, so I totally disagree with you there. Okay. That women that take care of themselves then doesn't mean that they are not women enough. And now, in an instance, you made an example that we have all these scholarships, we've got all these programs that are helping us to actually escalate or climb up, the career ladder. So now I'm coming back from work, I'm exhausted. You expecting me to go and cook? You expecting me to go and clean? I'm exhausted. And I mean, I bring the finances here. I went to school, I'm well educated, I work, and me having someone in my house doing those things, it means that I'm contributing even positively, even more to society, because now I'm bringing employment. Yes. So now I'm a modern woman who will not touch the broom, because I mean, like, finances allow me to do so.
Yes. There are variations to that, and I want to believe that, like I said, it depends on, it is individualistic what you believe in.
Yeah.
There are even some women who have time and yet they employ. When you are a career woman, there is no way you not employ someone.
Exactly.
But what is the level of involvement of the person you employ? Then what does your husband want? That's another thing. If you love your home, you know what is good for you. You know what your husband, I want to make example of a lady who gets married and she's used to buying food outside, but she's married to a man who does not eat outside. These are the things that we need to consider.
But there are restaurants that make home meals.
In Nigeria, most men eat food prepared at home. So if you want to be part of that society, you want to get married and be in that society, then you must accept that, even though with some variations. We can't say that we must be rigid.
Yeah.
So the reason why I said it is individualistic is that the couple will look at what, their peculiarities, how they can, help each other.
Yeah.
If the work of the woman is more demanding, nothing stops a man. Maybe if he gets at home first. Yeah. So do the cooking after resting for a while. But in my own setting, even if a man comes 12 and is hungry, you will be waiting for a woman that comes 6 p.m. to come and do the cooking, and that's where the problem lies.
Yeah.
But when the woman brings home the money, or he spends, so that's why I said it is individualistic. Let us know what obtains or what is peculiar to each family.
Yeah.
And then look at the values of the society and try to fit in.
Okay. We're coming from remember, my point of reference is basically where I'm coming from. So we're coming from a community where our family structures have been broken long.
Oh.
So our family structures were broken in our mothers before us, actually, in a sense that men were propelled to go and work and work in big cities, right? And when they were propelled to go and work in big cities, they had to leave their wives at home and their children, and they have to, because now, okay, there were policies, Land Act policies that were actually introduced in South Africa, and in the Land Act, the act was that if you own land, you are forced to actually, you need to pay tax. So propelling our men to go to the cities to go and work. Now in the cities, then there were also other policies that were now saying that, okay, if you are in the city, you cannot bring your woman in you cannot bring your family, but you must come and work. You needed to have a dom pass, like a type of a passport or a visa, to actually move around the city and show that you are actually here to work. And then now, from those policies that they've created, that there's policies that you need to be, you need to have this dom pass for you to show that you're actually working here. And in order for you to have a house here in the city now, you needed to be married. So now, meaning that our fathers now have to get married in the city again, so that they can have shelter in the city. Do you see? So now we're having this broken structure of family. So we have our men that are, my father would be in the city, he'll be married, having another woman there. Of course, a man and a woman cannot stay in the same house and not produce other kids.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So he's got kids, a family in the city, and then he would go home once to the rural, to the one that is actually left behind. So the system actually broke us down. And through that, as time progressed, of course, they got angry and all of that. There were riots and protests and everything. That's when now they wanted to take back our what actually belongs to us. And then apartheid came too, you know, because that was all part of the apartheid structure anyway, the history that I'm telling you about. But then now the men now started fighting the system. Now, when they started fighting the system, and remember, these are the men that went to the city to work, and then now they were created. The townships were created for them to actually stay and for them to own a house. Blah 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 blah. Now, in the cities, now the war started coming. So, meaning that the men that were also in the cities now have to now migrate. And actually go to exile, because now they're fighting with the government, they're being killed and everything. Do you see? So only weak men were actually left behind. Our heroes left, our men died and everything. So women had to learn to be the man and take care of you know, remember there was a woman that was left in the village that had to be the man and the woman and take care of everything. And now also in the cities, their men are also gone now. Do you get what I mean? So what actually happens now? Women had to learn to actually take care of themselves, take care of the society and everything. So we were born in that broken structure where we are part of that history. My parent, I'm a product of a single parent, which I've also became. The history also happened that I'm also a single parent to my children. Do you get what I mean? Now with my children, I'm taking care of my kids. I must go to work. I must go to school. I must make sure that my kids have eaten and all of that. So my kids are growing up with a helper. Do you get what I mean? So now, at a certain degree, my kids are also growing. Do you get what I mean? Do you mean that now my kids are gonna be able to be cleaning? They're going to be able to be cooking and doing all these things, because now I had to take care. I have to be a man. I have to be a woman in my house. So without now, this child now grows and gets integrated back into society. My daughter hates washing dishes. She's always had a helper to actually take off that. But then now, only because it's me, I was raised by my mom, who also put that value that you must clean, you must do this thing. So I force them to actually do it, but they do not want to do it. But then does it mean that they are not women enough?
No, that's not
because
what
now
I'm
they are
saying.
educated, they are taking care of their own families. So what's gonna happen?
It means by the time they get married, they will not even do it at all.
Why would they do it? Because they will have money.
Because no, they will not be able to do it on their own. So they are going to employ too.
They would employ.
That is what I'm saying. It depends. Just like you said, in my own home, when my children were still young, I employed. And I make sure the person was not coming every day. It was intentional.
Yeah.
So that I can also do some things. And my husband will not.
Part-time?
Yes, part-time, so sort of. And then my husband will not eat her food. So there's a limit. I know what she can do for me. I will tell her to stop. By the time she's doing that one, I'll be resting. By the time she finishes, I'll come back and cook.
You are an exceptional case. You are an exceptional case.
Yes, that's why I said we have different categories. Yeah, and it depends on our home. Just like the case of the children too. My boys, because I have all boys, they were trying to tilt to that, and I stopped that kind of I stopped those people that are working for me at a time. Yeah. And enforced them. To train them. Even when those people were coming, I got only one person. When anytime, I have them and they were coming, what I do is that I try, I said they are not coming every day. So those days
when they're not coming,
my kids will be there
to cover up for them.
Okay, to cover up. I intentionally did it like that, twice a week or thrice. So they serve me and not my kids. So I make them when they were young, and I exempted them. But after a while, they started doing it so that they can work. And my ultimate goal is that the world is changing.
Yes.
If peradventure they marry somebody who grows from that home, they'll be able to cope. If your wife is not sweeping your room, you haven't, sweep it yourself now.
No,
I'm just telling you that is my own aim. That's why if your wife says he's not cooking today, as a man and you're hungry, go to the kitchen and get yourself food.
So, in other words, we should be of a help to our wives.
Yes.
Men, right?
Men, yes.
But what if, in this case, I don't even have the idea of cooking? Probably I was brought up in the same system of having.
There are some men. There are other things that you can do that can complement it. I have one daddy is late now. All he was doing for the wife was every morning we just discover that this mommy's car is always clean. So I just wonder, mom, your car is always. Do you know what the husband does every morning? He will clean. Not only clean, he will take his own car out. Oh. He knows that he will leave before the woman. Yeah. Because the woman will still be doing. So he will now put the wife's car in front of the gates with the key. All the woman needs to do is just to pick, go inside and zoom off.
Oh, those are the lucky women. Oh, believe me.
So it depends on where the man. You may not be able to cook. Yeah. There are some other things
you can also do. Yeah,
just
to complement
and understanding. Oh, my husband don't like cooking, but he likes playing with the children while in my culture. Even when a woman is going up and down, the man will just be sitting down doing nothing.
That's my culture too. Oh, believe me.
Even if the kids are disturbing the women in the kitchen,
Dr. Ojo,
they are not bothered.
Sorry, I would like to say this, that we are trying to, in that process while we are relaxing, we are trying to think for you.
You're right. The father of my kids, actually, we were both teachers, right? Okay. And do you know what he did? And I think that's what made me to decide to be a single parent. Because now he knows the workload that I'm actually doing at work. He knows the workload that I'm doing after that, and I'm studying too, and then I've got the kids, blah blah blah. He sits and he waits. He reads newspapers. He's doing, but me and him are doing exactly the same thing. I was like, it's better I'm alone, because now this thing is actually not working out. Yeah, because now I cannot go and work, and you come home early,
and he's not providing all.
He's not providing
providing all.
No, I'm.
So must we provide all?
Help each other.
A man must provide all.
That is where it is coming from.
If you want me to do everything for you,
then you provide all.
everything.
Okay, if you want all from you,
yes,
you provide all.
Provide all. Like they were doing it in those days.
Provide all means
exactly.
My clothing, my family, everything. The children,
all the finances.
Provide the children again.
Everything in the house.
Do you know we provide the children again?
We provide the children. We deliver them.
How?
You give it to us. I don't. But then we carry them and give it.
Mutual. How do I call it? You are coming together mutually. So it's a mutual thing.
So it's a must for a man to take care of the house. He wants everything. What do you mean by everything?
There is nothing like you produce. Let me clarify this one, because what you are trying to talk about is conjugation, when a man and woman come together, isn't it? Let me tell you, this what do I call it? The organs are different and they are meant for a purpose. So the two are just coming together
and joining
for a purpose,
and that's it. And then we carry, and
you must still carry after that.
After that home, you only do that, and then we still carry.
I don't want to be scriptural now, but I will go into the scripture.
Okay, let's hear it.
Now, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth, right? The Holy Bible, right? Yes. Okay. Now, He created Adam, right? A man. And He created a woman from a man.
Yes.
And what was she called?
Helpmates.
Thank you. So now, woman being an helpmate,
which is why you need to provide all, Bishop.
So we need to provide everything.
Yeah, you provide all. My job will be to cook for you and to take care of the kids.
Just the kids and me.
There are some
take care of you. Yes.
Take care of each other. You're supposed to be.
No, I'm taking care of you.
Yes.
If now, but you must provide.
I am not taking care of you.
No. If you are working, I'm also working. We're bringing our salaries together to take care of this family. Then we must help each other. Unless you will bring everything, and I will sit and take care of you and your kids.
Okay, now you're saying I cannot sit down and read newspaper. What? And wait for food to ready in the kitchen?
You can. Not when I'm also coming back from work. Not when I'm also tired.
While you are doing that, there are some other things that can be done at home. I'm sorry, if I go into this, we may not be able to exhaust it, because I have a father. because I have a father who is always there. Before my mother winks, he knows what. If my mom is cooking in the kitchen, as a child, I saw my dad packing the food to the table when we're still young.
I'm telling you, help the kids with homework. Do something.
Before that, if he knows that my mother is cooking bread and egg, before we get to the sitting room, we'll have prepared tea. If my mother packs a plate today, before she comes back, my father will have
clean the table. You know what I mean? Help the kids with the homework. Do something. Not just sit there and let me do everything.
Okay,
I'm already tired
but
too.
It's not a general thing. You know, some people actually does that.
Do you know there are some African men that grew up with this mentality that I can't allow a woman to help me pay my children's school fees. I can't allow. It's born from the way it used to be.
But men are supposed to take care of us. It's their role. It's how we are their helper.
Yes.
Biblically, we are the helpers. Yes. So we are helping them.
It means when we are tired, you should help us. It means when we are weak, you should be strong.
You should be there.
You understand?
We should be there for ourselves.
So it's a mutual thing. When you are weak,
then you must be there. Okay.
Yeah, so it should be a mutual thing, right? Is that what we are saying?
Yes, and do you know what happens now? Especially in Nigeria now. When men discover that.
Why are you bringing Nigeria as
no, because that is the example. It's
a point of reference.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a point of reference. Allow her. It's a point of reference.
I don't know if it's happening in South Africa.
Yeah.
If you have a career woman bringing money home, do you know the man will deliberately, maybe according to your salary, leave out what he is even supposed to do.
At times,
the woman will be forcing money from the man.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything.
Supposed to, and the man will be saying, "But you're working now." You know, that means you have relinquished part of your role.
Your role. They had forgotten. They had forgotten their roles.
Misbehaves and quits such relation. That what's the essence? When I'm the one doing this, I'm the one doing this, you are just there, and the man will say, "You're working now." You know, in the olden days when they are women, our mothers want to play their ear. They collect money from their husband.
Yeah,
but now
they take
most
care
men
of
don't drop. They will say, "Well, you're working. You're supposed to do that yourself.
For yourself." Yeah.
So,
but then where is the spoiling? But Johannes, I'm like, oh, we are modern day women.
Okay. I heard my brother. You know, he said it's one day, and I said, "My brother, you mean you are the one saying this?" He said. He was referring to his wife, and I said, "But you want freedom now, and you have got it. Women want freedom, and they have got, so they must share. You know, it means it cuts, and that is what is happening in Nigeria now."
Oh, in Africa throughout, because it's happening in South Africa and every most homes.
Most women now are more responsible than men.
Okay. Good one.
It is a topic for another day.
Dr. Thando, Dr. Roy, Dr. Ojo. Man, I gotta do. I've getting a lot of things here today, but
I hope you treat your woman better, Bishop.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a good man. I actually want to raise a topic, but I think we are off time, and we need to sign out. But before we do, probably our second episode of this particular topic, I would like to talk about what about the other way around, the women that are not responsible. They are not did I say responsible, or they are not ready to take care of their family, even their husband, even to be
the social media modern woman.
Social media.
Yes, that is the social media
modern woman. I think
modern woman.
The ones that don't just see their husband as husband, they see them as my friend.
Cash cows. No, cash cows.
Or cash out guy.
Yeah, cash cows. Just give
me money, just spend money and off. What about the ones that are not even working? They just sleep and wake up and they don't do anything. They have waitresses, waiters, they have helpers around the house, and they're not doing any damn thing. What about those women? And at the end of the day, they said the guy don't do anything. So we have various different kind of experience and topics to talk about. Well, I want to really thank you guys for coming and be part of the show and make it a very wonderful one. Dr. Thando, Dr. Ojo, thank you so much. And on the sign-up note, any final words you want to actually put in, Dr. Ojo?
Yes, thank you very much. I just want everybody to have this understanding, especially among couples. If there is understanding, you'll be there for yourself. It doesn't mean whether the man is doing this or whatever. Just understanding.
Relationship. Dr. Thando?
Oh gosh, I'm the last person to talk about relationships, but I just want to say that thank you to Dr. Ojo for your insights, and I also want to thank you, Bishop, as well for your insights. I want to thank you for our viewers for tuning in and our listeners, and I'll say, looking forward to our next topic. I'm sure I'm going to learn more. Thank you.
All right, on the sign-up note, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and more to come on this podcast. It's the Cultural
Fusion.